Donald Trump was talking about his plans for these mass deportations on NBC's Meet the Press today with Kristen Welker. And he was asked specifically, what about the families with mixed immigration statuses? Uh, you know, some people here legally, some here not, some actually citizens. And Donald Trump says this time he doesn't want to break up families, which is interesting. Last time he'd separate children. We still haven't reunited all of the children that were separated the last time he did something like this. But he says he doesn't want to break up families, so the only thing you can do is send them all back, which means he would be going after people who have come here legally, which flies in the face of what a lot of his supporters seem to care about. They always say the same things when they're talking about immigration. Oh, I don't care if immigrants come here; they just got to do it legally. Well, now Donald Trump is talking about the ones that come here legally. If they have family members here who aren't, they could all be gone. And on that, Donald Trump has also talked about ending birthright citizenship. Now, for those of you that don't know, birthright citizenship is this idea that is in the 14th Amendment. It is very specific. It says any person born in the United States and subject to its jurisdiction is a U.S. citizen. Period. That means any person who is born here on U.S. soil automatically has their citizenship. And he wants to end that. And he says he supports a constitutional amendment to change that, which is surprising that he even knows it would take an amendment to do that. In previous interviews where he's talked about it, he has said things like, I'm going to end it with an executive order, and I'm going to send out an executive order to tell these agencies not to authorize it, things like that. But he said he'd support an amendment to change birthright citizenship. Well, Donnie, you don't have the votes. It takes 2/3 of both chambers of Congress. You barely have a majority. You're barely going to have 50% of the House of Representatives. You need 2/3. You have 220 votes. You need at least 300. I think it's like 320 something is what he needs in the House. Doesn't have it. Would need Democrats. Don't see them doing that. In the Senate, you need 67. You have 53. You also don't have the votes. So it's probably not going to happen. But if by some miracle that would happen, then you need 38 states. You don't have 38 states. I can't see 38 states agreeing to change that rule. And then how far back do you go? Do you try to make it retroactive? How many parents do you have that are American citizens to be granted birthright citizenship now under your new plan? You don't talk about that. Like everything else, you have concepts of a plan, but you don't know how anything works. And you're going to try to deport people who are here legally. All of this is going to get tied up in court cases and court battles, and nothing else is going to seriously happen. But you're going to try to do some stuff that you can't really do, all in the name of being a racist. That's all what it is. It's racism. You're going after the people coming from Mexico and farther south, and those are the type of immigrants you're talking about. You're not talking about everybody, just those. And you don't even care where you send them. All you care about is that they're not here. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but it's kind of disgusting that your plan is, well, instead of, hey, we got people here that are legal, maybe some that are not, we should keep them all together and just let them stay and grant them some kind of path to citizenship. Your plan is get rid of everybody.